Well, Marty, good morning. As you know, former President Trump did take the stand yesterday, but he only testified for less than 5 minutes, and that was the headline yesterday. So many people looking forward to hearing what he might say on the witness stand, but as it turned out, it really was short-lived. Again, his testimony lasting less than 5 minutes. Meanwhile, we are expecting the former president to be back in the courtroom this morning to hear closing arguments once they get underway. Meanwhile, Mr. Trump's attorney, Alina Habba, did ask him a few questions yesterday, but the judge made it very clear only one of her questions the jury could take into consideration. And this was that question, Habba asking Mr. Trump, do you stand by your testimony in your deposition? Mr. Trump replied 100% yes. Habba then asked two more questions, but the jury was instructed by the judge to disregard Mr. Trump's answers. Now, after his testimony, as he was leaving the courthouse here in Lower Manhattan, Mr. Trump was overheard saying, this is not America, expressing a level of frustration. Judge Kaplan put very strict guidelines into place to keep Mr. Trump's testimony in check. Mr. Trump was not allowed to deny he sexually abused E. Jean Carroll or that he believes her allegations are a fabrication. The former president has already been found liable for sexually abusing Carroll and defaming her. This trial is all about determining how much money Carroll will receive in damages. At one point in the courtroom yesterday, Mr. Trump said out loud, I don't know who the woman is. I never met this woman. The judge quickly admonished Mr. Trump and told him to sit down and be quiet. It was clear that Judge Kaplan was in full control of his courtroom and he was not going to allow the former president to have his way. Meanwhile, the 9 jurors are now preparing to hear closing arguments, and then they will begin deliberations.
It's a Friday. Juries don't want to come back on a Monday necessarily. They'd like to go and resume their lives. I would bet my bottom dollar that you will get a verdict today.
Now, E. Jean Carroll told the jury last week that her life has been turned upside down ever since Mr. Trump started saying negative things about her publicly. She says she has been overwhelmed with numerous death threats. She's asking the jury to award her no less than $10 million in damages. Now, it's quite possible the jury could actually award her 10 times that amount. It all comes down to whether or not they feel as they are sympathetic to her claims and if they believe that Mr. Trump acted maliciously and was trying to get some kind of revenge against E. Jean Carroll, and he was upset because she decided to come forward with her story of being sexually abused by the former president. But again, court set to be underway in less than 30 minutes, and eventually those closing arguments will begin. Marni?
And with a decision expected today, Dre, what's the scene like outside court? Have you seen more activity than you have in previous days?
No, it's actually about the same amount of people. What I am noticing today, there are no demonstrators out here out in front of the courtroom, but of course there's media cameras everywhere. And it's been like this pretty much from day one, but certainly these last 2 days have garnered a lot of attention with the former president taking the stand yesterday, and now we wait to hear these closing arguments. And the question that everyone wants to know is how much money will this jury give E. Jean Carroll, because certainly it will be in the millions.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.